Again, wanna play?
Timeout podcast with Jensen Maydew,
New Jersey,
Tony
ride or
Carranco,
die. We'll get covered in a magazine.
Wes
Ain't it funny?
Underwood.
Rumors fly. Now they know you won, Kelsey. So hey, let's be friends.
all right.
Dying to see
Go ahead
how
and
this
start
one
there.
ends. Grab your sweet
Tony,
pass
for
and
that
take my
conversation.
hand.
Jensen
I just
through
made you
all
cheer for the Chiefs this weekend. So it's gonna be forever. Or it's gonna go down in flames. You can tell me when it's over. If you had fun at my games, take a look at all my records. They'll be in the Hall of Fame. Cause you know I love my teammates.
That just wasn't the right conversation, but all right.
I'm super confused, man.
Oh, and I'm bleeding, but I'll get through it.
Bleeding?
Yeah, I cut my leg in here. I'm good. I'll take one for the team.
You call the ambulance.
Yeah, nah, I'm good. I don't want to pay that money. I mean, the hospital's like 20 minutes away. Now,
True.
if it continues, then we got an issue, but I think we're good. Anyway, all right. And yeah, no ghetto taco sights and sounds this week, but hope y'all enjoyed everything from last week's show. Special guest in Charkandrick West. We got another one this week. Mr. Troy Maydew is back with us. Jensen, Tony, welcome into the Sports Timeout podcast, brought to you by Jefferson's and Robert's Integrative Dentistry in Joplin. And yeah, go check out Robert's Integrative Dentistry if you're in need of a brighter, straighter smile. Get your appointment today at 417-622-0404. And as mentioned, Wes Underwood, Tony, Jensen, and Troy. Yeah. And we're all back together. I mean, it's been a while since we've had three of us, let alone the four of us. And we got a lot of views last time you were on, Troy, and the fans want you back. So welcome in.
True.
Yeah. Nice to be wanted. That's for sure. Haven't heard the chants for a while, so it's always nice to hear those back again.
Yeah. Man, next time you come on, we need to get like the video of you from like college or high school or something and get those fans in there pumping you up.
That's like on beta. It's kind of hard to find.
Could you dunk?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I could definitely do that.
Can you still dunk?
No. That explosiveness leaves you, mid 40s, that explosiveness kind of leaves you. So
Tony
Right.
can dunk, but it's donuts.
That's
Hey.
true. I love donuts.
Same here.
Right. But no, I used the highest I can ever get was like backboard, but I was like 300 pounds, so that's
It's pretty good.
yeah, that's not bad for that size. No, I was a little lighter weight than that. So, but yeah, I had some springs. That was one of the reasons why I was able to kind of move on and play at a fairly high level, just because that was one of the things that I could do pretty well.
heck yeah.
Very
That's
nice.
awesome.
All right, well, NCAA, we'll get right to it. Top 25 again. I mean, I know it will never be perfect, but I don't like it, Louisville. I mean, if they're undefeated by Miami and Kentucky, okay, keep them in there. I'll buy a shirt, whatever. I don't even see them past Notre Dame this weekend, to be honest, but still, I'm okay with top 4 if Oregon is undefeated, by the way, for them. You're going to talk Oregon there. Up until, I don't know, USC? If they can make it to USC, I'll go for Oregon too. I mean, USC is usually a pretty decent school to go up against. They just
Right.
had a lot of trouble with financial things and NCAA rules that they broke and all that stuff. So, but
Allegedly.
allegedly, and then they can consider a top 5 then if they can do that, and then they also have Utah, Washington before then as well. So, I don't know. Anybody stick out to you guys though? I mean, I got Oregon there, and I mean, obviously not Louisville, but I mean, if Louisville can do it.
I'm with Louisville all the way. I have to. I graduated from there. That's where I got my master's. So go Cards. All right.
Okay.
Great.
Maybe basketball, but football,
I don't know. Basketball, I mean, women's basketball, they're great. Men's basketball last year, not so great.
It's been a minute.
Their men's basketball program has had some issues, but Louisville is going to get smoked this weekend by Notre Dame. The Vegas is giving them no respect. Louisville is at home, and they're almost a touchdown dog at home to
Yeah.
Notre Dame. So that shows you that they're going to get knocked off. Now, what the pollsters do with them afterwards, we'll see if that's justified. I mean, you look right there above them. LSU's got 2 losses. Why are they still in the top 25?
SEC.
They get to play another unbeaten team that's in the rankings in the Mizzou. So
I don't know how
again,
I feel about that one, but if Mizzou can't pull it out, then they don't deserve to be in the top 25.
Well, again, there's a unbeaten team, Mizzou, 5-0,
Yeah.
and they're a home dog against a 3-2 LSU team coming in there. So if Mizzou wants to get some respect and kind of show that they deserve to be in the top 25, you got to beat a 2-loss LSU team at your place.
Yeah, absolutely. Tony?
I don't have anything a lot more intelligent to say, but I don't think Louisville should be in it either way.
No.
I think we really need to, number one, I need to teach you guys plus our fans. It's Louisville, not Louisville. So we need to get the pronunciation correct.
Hey, I'm just going with what Carrie Underwood says. Took a Louisville slugger. Both headlights and boom.
And the other thing is nobody outside of the state of Kentucky cares if you pronounce Louisville right or not. So
yeah, that is very true.
It matters.
Only if you're in Kentucky.
Now, did you go there or were you online? That's the real question.
No, I went there. I lived there for 4 years, actually.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
Well, got any bluegrass favorites?
I had a Kentucky driver's license. Like, I was committed.
No.
But no, bluegrass, no.
Got to get a bluegrass song or you're not a native.
I don't want to be a native. Sorry, Louisville.
Kentucky. All right, next up, NCAA football, and that leads us to the big showdown and what could be the last Red River rivalry. I mean, in the Big 12 at least. I mean, never know what's going to happen in the SEC because some of those teams don't even get to play each other. But, I mean, if you're the SEC, you got to let Oklahoma and Texas continue to play. But you never know. But both teams are also 5-0, first time since Bob Stoops, Mac Brown, and 2008. Quarterback at the time was Sam Bradford for Oklahoma. Texas had Colt McCoy. Oh, man, feels like forever ago. But, I mean, those guys are still hanging around, just not in the NFL. I mean,
I remember watching that game, man.
Yeah?
Yeah. I don't remember what happened. I'm pretty sure Texas lost, but
yeah. I think Sam Bradford pulled that one out, I believe.
Yeah.
And Colt McCoy was actually on an NFL roster in the preseason. He played in preseason games. He finally just got cut right as the season was starting. So hard to believe that out of those 4 guys you talked about, the 2 guys that are still active in football, Colt McCoy and Mac Brown still coaching. Holy cow. How old is that guy? My gosh.
Yeah, I don't know. He is old.
He is
at least in his upper 60s.
I remember watching. Oh, go ahead.
You think 70s?
Oh, yeah. I bet he's at least in his 70s.
Wow.
Yeah. He is not young.
I had his tapes for D lineman and O lineman training. And I would watch those growing up and do the drills. And it was Coach Mac Brown. He had like his players at the time, like doing these drills. It was pretty cool.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Oh, man. But, do you guys think that game will live up to the hype, though?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
I think it's probably going to be the most watched game this weekend.
Yeah.
I think there'll be a lot of eyes on it, but I think Texas finally is formidable. I think they're kind of back in the heyday again. You know, they take top 5 recruiting classes and turn them into 8 and 5 teams every year. But this year they look good. I watched pretty much all that Alabama Texas game, and that made me a believer when they dominated Alabama's line of scrimmage. And people don't do that to Alabama. Texas dominated both offensive line and defensive line in that football game. That made me a believer. They may not have the sexy skill players that they had a year ago with Bijan Robinson leaving. But Texas is the real deal.
Big sexy. All right. That's a good way to pronounce Bijan Robinson there. I mean, he was appealing and he did great, but
he's starting to get some NFL love now.
He is.
Yeah.
Number 1 overall pick in fantasy draft. Not me, but overall though.
No, I was not picking him that early, but he's they finally are starting to slowly push Algier out to the side and let him get the carries he probably deserves. So
yeah, smart move. Jensen, any thoughts there?
No, I'm pulling a Tony. I have nothing intelligent to say.
All right. Next up,
I plead to Tony.
Yeah. Next up, we talked to the MLB, and Tony's going to pull a Tony here. But I know we don't talk much on here about it, but Twins made it to the ALDS. Congratulations. Rangers, first time since Donaldson and Kinsler and the Ron Washington experiment. Do what?
No, I'm just excited, man. I've been keeping up with it.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see they're doing good.
How's Ian Kinsler look at first base?
Questionable at times, but as long as he's getting the job done, keep him there.
Yeah, out of the league for a couple of years. Good. Yep.
I have no idea.
But y'all gonna watch any of the playoffs at all? I mean, Jensen, you mentioned Rangers. You live down there.
Oh, go Stros! Not
you
the
like
Rangers.
the Stros over the Rangers, huh?
Yeah, and the Astros are actually they're playing the Twins, so I think they'll beat the Twins pretty easy. Hopefully,
yeah, they'll beat the trash cans. That's what they're gonna do.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Yeah, that is exactly right. That's what Jensen hears from me all the time. I understand how the city of Houston can rally around them because they're the only people winning any games, the only professional team winning any games in Houston.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
Still,
I mean, Rockets occasionally, but they don't usually make it that far, though.
The Astros keep the crime level pretty steady.
Yeah,
keep it down.
Well,
actually, the Texans have won a couple games here, so they might start being able to rally around them, especially after Minnesota knocks the Astros out of the playoffs, and so then they'll have something to root for.
Right.
And speaking of Texans, I mean, quarterback there's got it going good. He's doing great. Past Mahomes, I believe. Stroud.
Yeah, CJ Stroud's doing well for him, and he's actually looked good the last couple of weeks, and they've got a good chance to win this week as well. So
yeah,
I think the fun thing about the MLB playoffs is that no Yankees, no Red Sox. It's
waiting for it.
Yeah, exactly. So it's kind of fun. The Orioles won that division.
Yeah,
obviously the Rangers did have a really good year, and so kind of fun to see that. Still got the Dodgers in there, so they're kind of the team that everybody can still root against as far as the Dodgers go. And then everybody outside of Houston still roots against the Astros, Jensen, just because of their past cheating scandals. So.
Yeah, I remember one time the Royals played Houston, and Houston lost in one inning, letting 8 runs go because Altuve, his glove, just couldn't find a ball. So that was pretty exciting.
Yeah.
You should go back and watch that game. That was a great one. 2014, I believe.
Yeah, Altuve's still there.
I went to the Astros and the Royals game this year. Well, one of them, and it was at home. It was at Houston, and the Royals beat them.
Yeah.
Because you were there.
We always beat Texas baseball for some reason. I don't know how, but they're always supposed to be really good, and then the Royals just step it up against them. It's great. Next up, we talk NFL, and I don't know. Do we expect this kind of a start for some of these teams? Bengals 1-3, Burrow unhappy. Okay. The Giants 1-3 after last season, after they had a great run, and then they had a losing streak, but I think they did well. I mean, Saquon came back. Panthers 0-4 despite drafting young, and then I don't know, any other surprises out there to you guys? Those are mine.
I'm really surprised by the Bengals, honestly.
Yeah.
Like I know that injury doesn't help, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's still weird. Yeah, I mean, they played a competitive game this last week, but so hopefully they get it turned around because I mean I like to see them be competitive, even though I'm a Steelers fan.
Yeah.
I just I just like more competitive football overall.
Okay.
I think it's karma. I think the Bengals talking all that smack to the Chiefs, and now it's coming back to haunt them just because Burrow's got a little dinged up, and so consequently, it's just because your quarterback's dinged up doesn't mean that you can't play defense either. So
we gave them advice week 1. We told them they should rest and they need to listen to us.
So yeah, it's not hurting my feelings to see the Bengals struggling, and like you talked about with the Panthers, there's a reason why they got the number 1 pick, and because they're still not very good even with the number 1 pick quarterback, but and the Giants too. I think the Giants were kind of living on smoke and fumes last year, so that one really doesn't surprise me too much either. So yeah, the one that really, I mean, as just a fan of the NFL, the one that you hate to see really truly was that the Jets and Rodgers going down, just to see what they could have potentially done, and kind of adding some excitement to the league. Not that I've ever been a big Rodgers fan, but just for the sake of being an NFL fan, it would have been fun to kind of just see if they could put it together. Because I mean, I guess that's a prime example of, even though Burrow's struggling, that the whole team struggles.
Yeah.
I think the Jets are an example of, you lose your quarterback and your whole team can struggle a little bit.
Absolutely.
Right,
and
they should have definitely won that last week's game. I mean,
yeah,
I don't think so. Like I think Zach Wilson is the
got
real
distracted by Donna Kelsey. That's what happened.
Right. Poor
He's
guy.
like looking up there. Hey, that's my girlfriend. Nope. I'm staring at your mom.
I do think he's the real deal, though.
He is good. I do agree.
But he just needs more experience. I think he needed an apprenticeship. Kind of. I mean, Aaron Rodgers. I mean, we consider him a great quarterback, but he was he was second string for the longest time. Brett Favre.
Isn't it funny how that went that way, though? Because Zach Wilson had the exact same comments he had about Brett Favre.
Right. So
yeah,
go ahead, sir.
I was impressed. I was impressed with Wilson this past week. Looking at him the week before and watching that game, and he was just looked shell shocked. He did not look ready for the moment, and I was impressed. He took a big step forward in that Chiefs game. So we'll see if he can go ahead and take another step and kind of keep the Jets viable.
Yeah, right. Absolutely.
Well, and Aaron Rodgers is hopefully coming back or joining the team back week 7. I don't know what that'll look like, but who knows? The NFL has a way of pulling off miracles.
I mean, they said he has a chance of playing in the playoffs if they get there.
He's full of it. He's not going to be back.
He's too old.
He's full of it. Yeah, exactly. So he's just blowing smoke.
I blame the darkness retreat.
I think he
went and hid himself. He was in a cave, didn't have any. He just had like water and then basic food. He didn't he went in there like a sauna. He lost weight, and then he had to make it all back up at camp. It's weird.
Yeah, he's a strange dude.
A little bit. Next up, we talk WNBA. We talk WNBA finals and Aces, Liberty, Jensen. I got on the train with you. We called it. The series begins October 8th, though. Sunday afternoon. Predictions. Who wins and how many games?
I mean, I still think that the Aces will pull it off and win. But I also saw that it's like the first time in history that, because 2 WNBA head coaches are playing each other in the championship, which is really cool. So it'll be exciting. Wait, why'd you make that face?
The first time 2 WNBA head coaches?
Yeah, they both played in the WNBA and now
former players. Is what she's saying.
Sorry, I probably could have worded that better. But
I was I think coaches make it, but
I think it'll be an exciting series.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
I think that Liberty will probably only I bet they'll only get like one game, honestly.
Well,
Nope.
they get a minimum of 4, I believe, right?
Wrong. It's actually a best of 5 is what they play in the
5? Okay.
WNBA.
So
And
three minimum.
And if you look at the regular season record of Liberty versus the Aces, the Liberty's beat up on them in regular season every time they played.
But the Aces are a championship team. They know how to win. So I think they'll just like put like the gas pedal down. I don't think
nope. I think that's
Shots
what the Liberty
fired
were
and
built
go.
for. Liberties were built for this. They put that super team together for just this. And I think once the Liberty starts beating them in the playoffs and the pressure is going to be on the Aces, and I think Liberty's going to win it in 4.
So the Maydew household is split, as you guys
Yeah. Might have to be a little wager on that.
I guess we need to bring in the other Maydews and see what happens.
They don't know anything.
Yeah, they don't care. They couldn't tell you who was in it.
What?
Tony, who you got?
About Liberty. I already said Liberty in 4.
All right. Okay.
Good call.
Yep.
No,
Liberty.
Yes, sir.
Locked in. All right. We'll see. And lastly, we talk sporting and the current. And the current, they suffer a big blow last week. And oddly enough, they still have their sights on a playoff picture. They somehow made it in, but they need help. They need a lot of help. The current have to win out, obviously. 2 games left. Orlando, Houston, LA, Louisville, and Chicago have to lose out for the current to make it. Very long road for them. Possible? Yeah. Likely? Well, I mean, they do have Chicago in their in their last home game tomorrow. This team looked good in a midweek matchup. And, I mean, Coran got a goal there, and the youngsters got in there, and they looked phenomenal as they played around. And then they have a final matchup against the 3 seed in Gotham. So, and former current player Lynn Williams, who's phenomenal, played for Team USA. She's great. She's good. She's fantastic. And I believe she scored the winning goal in the last match between the two, but it was a good matchup there too. But yeah, lots to watch, lots to hope for. As for sporting, they blow a huge game against St. Louis, losing it 4-1 ultimately, but they went down 4 goals in like less than 3 minutes. It was insane. Sporting needs help from Portland, San Jose, Dallas. These teams need to lose out for SKC to make it in, but SKC needs to also win out, which is doable. SKC needs to play all out and not give up any penalties, which is hard when you're fighting for a playoff spot in soccer. But man, it's crazy how both teams are almost in the same situation. And like they're literally sitting on the door of getting into the playoffs. And I mean, you hardly see that with 2 teams in the same sport in the same area. And it's crazy. I mean, kind of down in Houston right now. I mean, you got Houston and the Rangers. They're both on that doorstep, and they could be going for an ALCS. It's weird that now that Houston's in the AL, that we could see an all Texas ALCS. That'd be interesting. I don't know if that's ever happened.
The sports timeout parlay.
Yeah, it's weird.
We should start giving out gambling advice.
I mean, if you want to head that one up, I'll let you do it. I don't have enough time for it, but you got it.
Is anybody actually gonna follow Tony's advice though?
Hey, this is Tonio.
I'm good at everything I do because I do off the wall stuff. You know what I mean? So I may end up being really good at it.
He could. I would not doubt it, to be honest. I mean, he's pretty persuasive. So, and on that note, we head into local sports update brought to you by Trackside Burgers. They are open at 1515 West 10th Street. Go get some of those burnt-in sandwiches or a loaded baked potato. Had a loaded baked potato last week. Fantastic. They did run out of shrimp, so I didn't get the shrimp one, but I was a little bummed about that. But I did get free ice cream out of it. So, love the service there. Love what they do. And, so this week I got a chance to catch up with Joplin girls golf coach, Mr. Brad Cox. and talk their season at hand and check them out. And yeah, we bring in girls golf coach Brad Cox. How are you, sir?
Doing good. Just got done with third grade football practice after golf practice. So been a busy day. Mending my wounds from yesterday and having a good day today.
That's awesome. That's awesome. And well, first off, congratulations on the girls golf team winning the conference title. How does it feel to see your girls golf team win the conference title?
Super exciting. They went out and they competed very well. We've been, like I said, been trying to work on facing adversity all year and using adversity to kind of motivate us to continue to get better. And we went out and represented it and showed that we were the best golf team in our conference yesterday. So very exciting. A lot of hard work paid off.
That's awesome. That's awesome. And can you kind of talk about the girls' dedication and hard work throughout the season? What went along there?
I mean, we started this summer. And we had girls coming out to the range a couple times a week, working throughout the summer. We got straight into our golf season, and they had this a ton of dedication. They play in their off time. Can't speak enough about our seniors. Drew Yockey, Kenna Haley, Chloe Friend, and Macy Taylor. They were just been great role models for our younger girls. This year, we actually had 13 girls come out for golf, and that's most they've had in a long time. So that's a really good problem to have. And we have some great younger players, and I'm really excited about the future too.
And speaking of future, how did the team's performance in the conference championship compare to your expectations of? You mentioned that this is the most girls in a while, but years past, I mean, it's kind of been up and down. I mean, when I was in school back in 2010, they had a pretty good team, and then in between there, it just kind of floated up and down. But what did you see there?
Well, it's like anything in life. If you put work into it, you're going to be successful. No different than I'm trying to do with the girls basketball program. I'm doing the same thing here with the girls golf program. We're trying to just put a lot of work, give girls an opportunity to get better. I honestly see us within the next few years continuing to make a run for the COC title and getting girls in the state. We'll have after this season's not over, so I'm not looking forward, but I got Scarlett Satterley coming back. She played both volleyball and golf this year.
Yeah.
She's really getting the taste for golf. Like I said, she hit one of the best golf shots I've ever seen in my life yesterday. Fit a knockdown 4-iron through about a 3-foot gap between two trees and stuck it to about 12 feet.
Man,
something that a lot of girls can't do. And she has those intangibles. Emmy McGill, Gwen, Zemazada, Ava Benedict, Reed Stanley's a freshman this year that I'm really high on. I think she'll do a great job. And we got Ava Hogan, Ava Horton, Emery Overmiller. I mean, I can go on and on. But we just have a really good group of girls that are really committed to the process of getting better, not only with our mechanics in golf, but also mentally with golf. As a golf coach, that's my main objective is I don't mess with swing mechanics in a round. I deal with the mental mechanics within the round, tell them not to stress, so early in a round, because if you stress the entire round, by the time you get to hole 18, you're not going to have any mental capacity left to be successful, especially in this game. So that's something we've been working on, and it's been great. I know I'm rambling on, but I got a lot to ramble on about because these girls are awesome. I'll never forget, we had our home tournament at Shift this year that we won, and Drew shot her best round ever at 82. Drew started out triple bogey in number 1 and double bogey in number 2.
Wow.
And I was thinking to myself, I was like, oh, Lord, I'm going to have to go talk to her, try to get her calm down. And she looked right at me. She goes, Coach, I'm good. She goes, I got a lot of holes ahead. I can make a lot of pars and I can make some birdies. And that's exactly what she did. And at that moment, I told her I was so proud of her. Like that was a moment that I felt like the light came on. And I think if she uses that and our girls use that this Thursday, I think we'll get some girls to the state.
And speaking of those moments, standout performances or moments that you'd like to highlight? I mean, I know there was an eagle for one of them.
hole-in-one from Drew at Ozark this year.
Wow.
I was blessed to get to watch it. I pulled up and she walked in and she walked up to the tee and she had a great shot. I told her, I said, Drew, I think that went in. She's like, she thinks I joke around a lot with them. So like, Coach, no, it didn't. And I'm like, Drew, I think that went in. And she walked up there and she's looking behind the green. I said, Drew, go look in the hole. And she walked in, is in the hole, and she just gave me this little smile like that. I'm like, girl, you can be a little bit more excited than that after a hole-in-one. I told her I was a little bit jealous of her because I've been playing golf a really long time and I haven't even sniffed one yet. I've been close, but nowhere near like that. And this is an exciting moment. Some other moments is just competing in tournaments. Like, for instance, that Ozark tournament, I talked to girls on the way down there. I said, well, how'd you guys do last year? And they said, we played so bad that we didn't even stay for the award assembly. And we got second out of like 18 teams, Another Springfield tournament, we got second out of 18 teams that were there. It was just really good stuff. And even my younger girls, we played a JV match. Reed Stanley got first in the Springfield Catholic JV match. So that there's a lot of positive things that are moving forward with this program, and I just feel very excited about it.
It is awesome. And so going back to all this, what did the victory mean to the girls in general? What was that for them? Just, you spoke on that briefly of how they finished in the past, but seeing that this year going in to where they are now, like, where's their mindset?
They were super excited. I think they knew the hard work paid off. They don't show. One thing I like about girls is coaching them. You don't have to deal with the egos that you do boys sometimes, because I've worked on both sides of it. And so getting a read on them, we won the tournament and they were happy. It wasn't like raw or nothing like that, but you could tell that they were happy and that they were proud, especially our seniors. Like all of our seniors have been 4-year letter winners. They've worked extremely hard. Coach Neal in the last 3 years did a great job preparing them. I'm very blessed to be able to get them. And that was a moment that they've worked towards, and when you're able to do that and win the conference championship, especially the COCs, I don't care what conference it is, I'll put COC up against anybody in any sport. And being able to go do that, it's just something very special. The parents were very happy. The kids were happy. And, if we have everybody happy, that's what it's about at the end of the day for me, whether we win, whether we lose. I told the girls my main job is for you to love golf after you graduate high school. Whether we win, whether we lose, I want to give them some confidence in the sport that they like to do. And hopefully golf is a lifetime sport where they can play it for the rest of their life.
Absolutely. Well, we appreciate you coming on, and congratulations on all this, and good luck as you guys continue on.
Yeah, we might have to have a canoe or two. It sounds like we're going to get a lot of rain. So
yes,
we're going to have our rain gear packed and ready to go. We're going to go down tomorrow to Bill and Paige Stewart and Springfield, play a practice round probably in the rain. Then we're going to go to Big Shots Golf and get a little bit more practice. It's kind of like a Top Golf in Springfield.
Yes.
And eat some food and fellowship with one another and just enjoy each other's company. So very excited about this weekend. The girls are ready. I'm ready. And we'll see what happens. We're going to go out there and give it our best, because that's the only thing we know how to do. So.
All right. Well said. Congratulations. And good luck.
Appreciate everything you do and supporting our girls and our community with your podcast. It truly means a lot to me.
Yeah. I appreciate you guys too for what you do as coaches too. So you guys put in more hours than we do. That's for sure.
Yeah, that's all right though. But you guys show the girls and the kids, and highlight them in which they deserve. So I do appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem. Anytime.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, great stuff out of both of them. And as we come back, Tony's enjoying his chocolate milk and getting ready for that 2-minute warning, brought to you by Hot Stone Pizzeria. Not feeling like cooking this weekend? Go grab some pizza by the slice over there, Wednesday through Saturday. And, it's time for picks. And, you guys ready?
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Time on the clock. Here we go. First one up. We have Joplin at Carl Junction. Who you got?
Joplin.
Joplin.
Okay.
So I'll go against it. I'll go Carl Junction.
Okay. I'll go Joplin. Webb City, Carthage. Who you got?
Easy. Webb.
Webb.
Webb Cardinals.
I'll take Webb.
Yes,
I'll
sir.
take Webb. Neosho hosts Ozark. Who you got?
Ooh.
Neosho.
I'm gonna go with Ozark. Ozark's been pretty good this season so far.
I'll take Ozark also.
I just want to pull a Clint and not know anything that's going on and pick Neosho, who is defeated, but I'm not going to. I'll go Ozark here as well. And then number 21, Mizzou hosts number 23, LSU. Who you got?
I'm gonna go with Mizzou.
Take the Tigers. The LSU Tigers.
Okay. Okay. Hence the purple there for K-State, though, too. But anyway, yeah, I'll go Mizzou. Arkansas, Ole Miss, 16 Ole Miss. Who you got?
Ole Miss.
Ole Miss.
I think I got Ole Miss too then.
I'll take Ole Miss as well. Number 3, Texas. Number 12, OU. Who you got?
Texas.
I feel like I have to go Texas.
I would like both teams to lose, but I'll pick Texas.
All right. I'll take Texas, too. NCAA Division II, MSSU hosts Fort Hays State. Homecoming here at MSSU. Who you got?
7.
Fort Hays.
Tigers.
I'll take MSSU at home. NFL, Chiefs head to the Vikings Sunday. Who you got?
Chiefs.
Vikings.
Chiefs in or out.
I'll take Chiefs. And Monday, Packers, Raiders. Who you got?
Raiders.
I don't know.
Tony's the only one with an answer.
I'll take the
Raider
Packers.
Nation, baby.
I'll go Raiders. I don't think Jordan Love gets it done, and yeah. But end of another episode. Thanks for tuning in this week. Yeah. Catch you all next week here on the Sports Timeout podcast. And yeah. Any final thoughts, guys?
Half front.
Chocolate milk is good for the body.
Not bad.
T Swift 3 games in a row. That's all I want to know.
It's true. It's true.
Nobody cares.
Thank you, Jensen.
Your mother does.
On that note, catch you all next week on the Sports Timeout podcast.